Hey there, crypto traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also, the channel that was created by a retail investor for retail investors and home to the best crypto community. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the appeal issues that the SEC filed. It was a bit late. There's a lot of confusion going on around that, but happy Friday. It's October 18th. We're going to discuss all of that and more. They had until the end of the 16th. They filed it on the 17th, backdated it. There's a whole lot of confusion and uncertainty, but at the end of the day, we'll just have to wait and see what the judge rules, whether or not it's dismissed. If they dismiss the appeal, we have to remember that it's not the defendant. It's not Ripple. It's the SEC, which is a government entity. So the fact that they're late by not even 24 hours, I guess, but say even if it's a day late, they might get that passed, or it might get basically just thrown out the window, this whole, day late thing, because they're the government agency and they can make up their own rules. That's what Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, said, for an agency that just makes up their own rules as they go, because they said it was going along normally, right? So we got the details of that, but as expected, XRP itself is not a security. That's not what they're appealing. And they also are not appealing the amount of the fine, which I said on this channel multiple times now that was most likely going to be the case. And they were probably just going to appeal programmatic sales and maybe a couple of other things, but I didn't think they were going to challenge XRP in and of itself being a security. And that came to be the case. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Full disclosure, I do own XRP. It's my largest crypto holding, and this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow, and I have a pinned tweet here as well. If you just bring it up here, you can, if you're in Canada or if you're in the US or outside of Canada, you can use Uphold. There's a link there. You get some sign up bonuses. And then in Canada, Simple, it's great. And you can get $25 funding reward if you use my link. And it helps the channel out. Also, if you're looking for a great place to hold your XRP self-custody on a hardware wallet, I recommend Tangem. It's super easy to use. The link there as well, and you get 10% off using the code, and it helps support the channel. And they also just released the ring as well, so you can get this awesome ring with 2 cards as well as a backup. So you get the ring and 2 cards instead of just the 3-card set. I'm going to reach out to Tangem and see if there's a way, because I have the 3-card set. I'm going to see if there's a way that you can just buy the ring itself and then add it on to your 3-card set. I'm not sure if that's possible or if that's something they can make happen in the future, but that would be awesome if we could do that. If you've tried the ring or ordered the ring, let me know. Also, Fruition Productions released that XRP Unleashed, the digital copy, so you can pre-order it for $14.99. You can watch the trailer, and I also launched on powmerch.ca. If you go to powgroup.ca or pursuitofwealthgroup.com, click on merch, or you can just go to powmerch.ca, scroll down, and I released a hoodie and a t-shirt. So the t-shirt and the hoodie are right there. That also helps support the channel, and you can rock that swag. So this was the tweet from Eleanor Tourette. She was sharing James K. Phelan's post on X as well. So the SEC Gov has filed its Form C, detailing issues they plan to seek appeal for in the Ripple case. Those issues are, so we'll go over that. But again, we'll have to see what the judge says, whether or not this Form C is going to be dismissed, because it was technically late, but we'll see. Maybe they say there were some technical difficulties or a glitch or something. We'll see what happens. We can just speculate, but end of the day, we don't have to wait very long. Just be patient. We'll get an update on it soon, but I don't think they're going to dismiss the appeal. I think it will go through. So Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP on digital asset trading platforms is the first thing one of the first issues they're appealing. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, so they're saying that they alleged aiding and abetting of those programmatic sales and digital asset trading platforms, which is weird because they dropped all of the charges against Brad and Chris. So I'm not sure why they're bringing it back. A little strange, but strange activities from a strange agency. Also, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson's personal offers of sales of XRP, Ripple's distribution of XRP to employees. I can kind of understand that. And they are not appealing the monetary penalty of $125 million or Judge Torres's decision not to grant disgorgement. So I said this was most likely scenario, right? I didn't think that they were going to dispute that, because 125 million is still a lot of money. Yeah, it's a far cry from the 2 billion that they originally were seeking, but still no, small chunk of change. So, if they said, $25 million fine, they probably definitely would have appealed that monetary penalty, but 125, definitely a good day for the SEC when it's all said and done. And Ripple already has that in escrow. So, they're ready to pay it whenever, but they're going to cross appeal as well, Ripple, and not leave anything on the table. So as expected, they're not appealing XRP in and of itself being a security or not, right? It's the law of the land. XRP itself is not a security. So everything from here on out, no penalty, no XRP. It's just this right here, right? The programmatic sales, Brad Gerlinghouse and Chris Larson and 2 employees. So this has nothing to do with XRP investors. We have our clear cut law of the land. XRP in and of itself is not a security. ETFs are probably going to be coming soon now. And Canary, Bitwise have both filed for it. There's also Grayscale looking to convert a basket of trusts into an ETF, which had XRP in it. So this is looking good. And again, all they're battling out now in court is what Ripple. This only pertains to Ripple, the centralized private company where you can buy private shares for like $40 a share, not XRP, the decentralized virtual currency that you can buy for about 50 odd cents a share, right? They're two very different. One's a private equity. It's going to IPO. It's a stock, right? It's a security. And then XRP is a virtual currency, a non-security. And again, you can buy that anywhere now. Ripple's equity, you can't buy it yet unless you're accredited, but they'll probably be IPOing. There was an interview with Brad Gerlinghouse on Thinking Crypto. He said within the next 12 months, I would say probably 12 to 18 months, we should see a Ripple IPO. So taking a look at XRP here on the daily time frame, we didn't see much of a bounce as a result of this news, but we did get above our key resistance there at 55.5 cents. If you recall the last video, we did have a daily bear flag on deck. But if we ignore this upper wick, this could be a bull trap and we could still come down. So in order to negate this, we need to I want to see us back above 56.6 cents. But yeah, if we close a daily candle over 55.5 cents from here and we don't lose 50.7 cents, then that'll be a good sign. We can consider it negated, but we could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross here in the daily time frame as well. And Bitcoin's heating up, and I'm expecting Bitcoin to see a move up to around 100 plus K. And then on its correction and pullback, we'll see money rotate from there into alts. And typically XRP is usually the last to run. So until that is no longer the case, that's how it's been every single alt season. So until that's no longer the case, that's what we'll expect, right? History doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes. And at the end of the day, until something is different, right? The 4-year cycles, etc. Until that's different, we'll just expect more of the same. So key support still 50.7, lose that, bear flag confirmed. If we can get a daily candle close over 55.5 cents, we'll consider that negated. Or if we see follow through from the high there at 56.6 cents, then we can consider it negated. But as of right now, I would say it's a 50-50 chance. So all about 50.7 cents as support and 56.6 cents as resistance. Lose 50.7, and then the measured move was about 44 cents. I'm putting it at about a 50% probability because we could still see a daily death cross with the 50 above the 200-day moving average. They're very close to crossing, so that's entirely possible. And again, Bitcoin could probably run here first, right? And that might, just kind of leave XRP on the sidelines for now and alts. And then, like I said, out of the alts, once Bitcoin corrects, usually XRP is one of the last to run. And then it's all about this 50 weekly and 200 weekly moving average bull cross. Last time this happened, went from 11 cents to almost $2, and that was before it had clarity that it in and of itself was not a security. This time it's the law of the land, the only crypto that has legal clarity through the courts or by Congress, not just a regulatory opinion. And then if we take a look at Bitcoin here, it's a cup and handle here on the monthly time frame. If we take a look from our high to the low of this bear market and use our fib tools, it's saying the 1.618 is around 101K, the 2.618 is around 154K, and then we have the 4.618 around 260K. If you take a look at this cup and handle here, it's saying about a measured move here up to around 250K. So I don't know if we're going to get to 250K. You can see the handle, it's actually perfect. I couldn't even make this stuff up if you tried, but it's a perfect cup and handle, and the measured move lines with that 4.618 around 240, 260K. But I'm thinking, it's probably going to go somewhere to 100 to 150K, and then we'll start to correct from there. That's what I'm expecting. Personally, I don't own any Bitcoin. I sold it back in 2021 around 50K, 60K, and then I took that profit and rotated it into beaten down altcoins, specifically XRP being my number one holding. So like I said, we should see Bitcoin is starting the monthly bounce now. So this is great for a cup and handle. Looks like the bottom is in. And then it's all about resistance at the all-time high at 73,794. Break that, cup and handle confirmed, and we could be north of 100K in a hurry and could get pretty nuts all the way up to around 150K, maybe even 200K. So we have to be aware of that. But the further it goes, right, the more that this is going to inject liquidity after it tops out and corrects. And then that money's going to flow into alts and just rotate. And then alts will go crazy. Typically, XRP is usually the tail end of that alt run. And then we go into a multi-year bear market. So time is running thin, but the great thing is there's not long of a wait left before we see massive alt season explosion. All right, going into there, it's Rod with the POW Group. Make sure to check out Tangem. Use the POW code to get 10% off, and check out powmerch.ca for your XRP Unleashed merch. All right, enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you on the next video.